Innovative.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Innovative Comedy. I go by Coolazzcam. I got some special guests in the house with me today. Let's go around. What's up?
And as always, I am the lovely, funniest man in the world, right? Just you ain't noticed me yet. I am your boy, Phoolish Dee, spelled with a PH and an underscore in the middle, baby. Yeah.
It's your boy, Tony Gramz. You know, just here. My boy brought me through. About to just drop some shit. About to do this shit like a mixtape.
Downey's favorite comedian, Ryan Radicinovich, a.k.a. Ryan the Comedian, a.k.a. Ryan _comedian on the gram.
Hey.
What's up, you guys? It's Ernesto Ledezma coming at you straight out of Southgate. You don't know where that's at, but it's pretty lit. I'm a stand-up comic. I'm LA-based, but I'm all over this country, bro. Follow me at ernestoledezma.comedy on Instagram. Find out all the deets there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. That's right.
That's where all the packages ship from Southgate. It always says that your package is shipped from Southgate.
So what's up? How was everybody's week?
It's been awesome.
Anybody
man.
have any interesting things go down?
Yeah, dude. I was out there and my weekend was sick, bro. I was out there in Vegas doing shows, meeting people, networking, and I also fucked a hot Colombian MILF, which was cool.
Nice.
That's like...
I would ask how was that, but a lot of people don't want to, kiss and tell.
It was crazy. I'll kiss and tell. I don't give a fuck. I don't know her. Bro, I met her at the Strat. What does she got to lose? It was at the Stratosphere, bro.
She was looking for it. She was looking for it.
Like, fuck her
It
life.
was like it was crazy. I was talking about it yesterday at an open mic too, where it was like she was super hot. Like, she had a crazy body. Her face was whatever, but her body was like great. And then it turns out she had like fake tits, which was crazy.
Not surprised.
We were hooking up and it was like in the dark, and I went to go grab her tits. And when you go to like that friend's house and they're poor, so they just got a T-shirt and they fill it with other T-shirts and call it a pillow. Wow. I was like, I know these are your tits, but they feel like the laundry right now. It was crazy.
Shit. So that's
She had
still.
the chicken cutlets.
It was wild.
She had the little chicken cutlets.
It was a wild experience, man. Vegas was great to me. I got some shows. I got laid. I got some money. It was a great time.
Did you fuck her in the hotel room or in the car?
No, yeah, I might have. This was. I also talked
because you told you elaborated on that story.
Yeah, the both.
Like, no.
He's like, both of them.
Have you ever
We started in the car.
You ever hook up with like somebody in their car, and then especially like in Corona, like during Corona time, hooking up with somebody, and like after she was all like, "Yo, like what? Like, do you have the vaccine?" I'm like, I didn't even have a condom. What are you talking about?
She want to see you have the vaccination record.
She was like worried about getting Corona. I'm like, I just butt fucked you in my Jetta. Let's be real. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing over here?
She just got the antibodies from you. She should be thanking you.
Exactly.
Right. That's real shit.
She's winning.
No, the craziest story I got with Vegas was like my first time going. I've only been there like probably 4 times out of my whole entire life. So this is pre-neck. This is a pre-neck break for those who know me. Before I broke my neck. Yeah, that's a.
How'd you break your neck? That's crazy.
That's a whole other podcast.
Yeah.
Give them the gist of it.
All right, so before comedy, I was trying to go pro in boxing. I moved out to Atlanta, met this half Puerto Rican and black chick, and ended up, that's it, right. So we ended up, I ended up telling her like, let's take your kids out to the
Golden Gloves
pool.
3 months in.
Man, I was out whooping ass,
dodging and weaving.
Fucking, I told her one day, I'm like, hey, man, let's take your kids to the pool. It's hot as fuck out here, let's go. So we take them to the pool, and I tried to teach them how to dive into the water, but they was doing this with their hands and doing belly flops with their hands together. So after like 45 minutes, So after 45 minutes, I lost my temper, and I said, "Man, what the fuck is wrong with you bastards? Like at y'all age, I was diving in head first."
Is that what you called them, bastard?
You wish that upon yourself. That's what happened.
Right.
Just this lady's kids getting yelled at right now at the pool, just
right in front of her. Too.
I love it because they went in there to have a great time. Now they're getting yelled at, called bastards. I love it.
She's like, don't remind them.
Right. We don't even talk, bro.
We don't even talk.
So what happened was the oldest one stood up and was like, you know what? We don't believe you. So I said, all right, motherfucker, watch me. So it's an L-shaped pool. On the outside of the pool, there's no numbers. It's all on the inside, tucked on the sides of the pool. So I run out the 3. I come out the 3 feet in, and I turned around, and I said, all right, motherfucker, watch me. So I ran, did my dive and shit. Problem is, like, you know, when you dive, you gotta go at an angle. Like I jumped straight up like Dennis Rodman going for a rebound in the 90s and shit.
Not only do you have to dive at an angle, the pool has to be deep enough. You can't jump into a shallow pool.
Head first.
So I ended up diving into the 5 feet area.
That is so crazy.
Now,
straight down on my head.
How tall are you?
Yeah.
Like
How tall are you?
Before the accident, I was
sticking
6'8". Nah, I'm 6'3", like a good 6'3", and
You tell me you jumped in and your feet never got wet? You broke your neck.
man, yeah, this is for you. All right, go this way.
It's like
Take
5
this.
blunts
How
going
did
on.
they
man,
get
this
you out? That all the kids had to dive in, belly flop in to rescue you? They put their life vests on you?
All right, so that was the crazy part about this whole story.
Okay.
So after I like hit my head, like I felt the joke go from my head through my neck and shit, and I'm looking around holding my breath, but I'm not in my head. I'm not holding my breath. Like I'm not even thinking about air or trying to breathe. I'm just like I'm floating around and I can't move. I'm just laying there like face down in water, can't move, and I'm awake looking around
That's
like
fucked up, but it's kind of funny.
Like
what the
blood
fuck?
shit everywhere.
like man, blood don't look like blood underwater. Okay, that shit look like Kool-Aid. That look like orange Kool-Aid that nobody drink and shit. And that motherfucker look like
It did that
it's in
thing
a
from
lava
the
lamp.
movies where it just fucking came out your nose a little bit.
Nah, that shit was coming from the top of my head. I busted the top. I cracked the top of my head open, so I'm bleeding into the pool. And I see this shit, like it looked like smoke. If smoke could be orange underwater, that's what that shit was.
That's fucking scary, bro.
And so in my head, like no lie, I tell everybody this to this day. A voice came to me, like out of all the thoughts, like damn, you fucked up, but a voice came to me, and they said, "You are not about to die in this pool. You about to get up and go back to L.A." So the first thought after that was like, "Yeah, you know what? Strange, creepy voice." You're right. Like Tupac said, I'm going to live and die in L.A. I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. And after that, I was able to stand up. So once I stood up and popped up and like took my fresh breath, like my breath of like air, every last kid in that motherfucker, the pool was crowded. Every last kid that was there was lined up on the same side, just sitting there, like sitting down, watching me, just looking at me. Nobody was jumping in, not even the bitch that I was there with. Hopped out and I called every last, like everybody was black, like way darker than any of us, like bro in the background, like it was his complexion or darker, and motherfucker, like I'm looking at every last one of them and was like, "You Alabama porch monkey, you," and just going in on every last one of them, going in.
No disrespect to
That's how
anybody
much
from
pain you were
Alabama.
on?
Yeah, no
That's how much
disrespect,
pain
but I
you-
mean,
Fuck the
you
porch
know.
monkeys. No disrespect to anybody from Alabama.
You had to rescue yourself. I'd be angry.
Yeah. Oh man, I had to like
No, you
man,
broke
it was
your neck.
tricky.
You're allowed to go on a crazy racial rant.
Yeah, but no. Even after that, like, even after that, I had to be
That's the
calm.
rules.
How does that correlate?
Man, even after that, I had to be calm and try to tell everybody what to do and shit. It's like, nigga, I have no time to panic because everybody else is panicking for me, and I'm just sitting there like, I'm the one that broke my neck and trying to get comfortable, and you motherfuckers is like tripping.
So you're just like a baby right now. You know, like a newborn baby when they're just.
Oh no, it wasn't like that. I was able to hold my head, but it was like, have you had long hair? You had your hair braided before, right? So
Yeah,
you
dreads and shit. Yeah.
all right, so you know when you get your shit freshly braided, how you can't turn your neck? That motherfucker like on your
all
neck.
the back of here be hurting.
Yeah.
You like-
So that's how that shit was. Like,
You gotta be gentle for like the first 72 hours.
right.
Oh, you
So
trying to
I
get
could
it.
only turn my neck about this far, like this far.
That's comedy.
Just this far.
That's
That's
so
it.
crazy.
So I'm like, oh shit, something's wrong. Something's fucked up here.
Okay, I asked about. We went on a crazy tangent about your neck, but you were going into a story about Vegas. I'm sorry, but I needed to know about the fucking
Yeah, like-
injury.
Deep.
You couldn't just be
had a-
like, before I broke my neck, but whatever. Let me just. You know.
Damn.
Fuck.
They gave you a metal spine.
I have a plate on both sides of my shit. So
That's like the.
I ended my boxing career. Like,
Half man, half machine.
I think when I came back, I played football. Like we played tackle football.
You're crazy. What the fuck?
What weight class was you in boxing?
Shit, light heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was doing my thing. But yeah, before I broke my neck, like this was a year before I broke my neck. First time in Vegas. So this was like 2010. First time in Vegas. I'm like living it up with the homies and shit, with the homegirl and the homie. And the homie flexing and getting us into the clubs. So we go to the the tail club where they got the stone tubs and shit.
Yeah.
All right, so we in there. I'm losing my shit because I'm like, nigga, I came out here with no bread in my pocket. I got still no money, but I'm having a good time. I'm drunk as a bitch. Like, I'm out here. I'm dressed fly as fuck. Can't nobody tell me shit. So I pull up on this thick Mexican bro. My girl know this story. I tell her this all the time. And she laughed at. This is one of her favorite stories. She laughs at this. So I happen to meet this thick, bad Mexican chick. So I'm on her. Start, throwing my best game at her. Like, where you from, this or that. Oh, I'm from Northern California. I'm like, oh, shit, I can take you home. What's happening? I'm along the way home. What's happening? So I happened to notice that she had a friend that was like, could have passed as a twin, but it wasn't. Just as thick. They was just as bad.
Those be the best friends.
Oh, my God. So we danced. I danced with the one chick. And after I say like 2 dances, her friend taps her on the shoulder. They look at each other, look at me. They whisper at each other's ear. And the girl tell me, say, hey, we about to go to our room and change. You want to come with us?
Hey.
There you go. You're in.
In my head, because the way I was raised is, when you show up with somebody, you're going to leave with somebody.
Yeah.
You're going to leave with that same person. You don't ever leave your peoples. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know what? I can't because, I came with my people. They're like,
nah, it's
are you
Vegas.
Sure? I was like, yeah.
Anything.
But
I'll
I'll give you my number.
ride.
We can meet up later or something. She was like, nah, it's all right. And she walks off. So I go off to find the homies. And I tell them what happened. And they both looked at each other, looked at me. It was like,
why are you here?
They was talking about a 3-way. Why the fuck are you still here? I'm like, no way. I took off to the entrance so fast. Didn't find them. Didn't find them after that. Hurt.
Dude, I love when you were like, I showed up. I'm not even supposed to be here right now. I got no money. I felt like kind of like that the other time. This was maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I was out there like another time for a comedy club out there, the LA Comedy Club. I was doing some spots out there, and we were just fucking walking around in the strip, and we seen this fucking club that was like lit, and it was upstairs, and we're trying to go in and get in there. And they're like, you need reservations, and we're like, fuck. And the guy turned around, and we just booked it up there, dude, up the stairs, and we're fucking. I get up there first because
broke into a club.
yeah, dude, that shit was lit though, bro. And then the homie was up there, and he was like, I guess they took the elevator, but I ran up the stairs and shit, and so I got there before them, and they turned me away, and then when I was leaving, they were getting out of the elevator, and I seen the homie with like a grip of dudes, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, hey, this what's up? He's with me, and then the guys are like, all right, then you guys are with us, and we get in there, blah blah blah, and we go in with the guys, and they vouch for us, and then we're at the table. It's all this sick ass fucking VIP plays. Everybody's dancing on tables, hot ass chicks. I got a cigar at some point. It's fucking
at some point.
Fucking wild. It turns out these dudes are like basketball players and shit. Like I never know. I don't really watch sports and shit. Like, dude, I have no idea. But they were cool as fuck. Like I never know about sports, bro. Like what? 2 weeks ago, I was at a Monterey Park doing this rap show, and Ron Artest was there, and he was like, "Oh, funny shit." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like,
nice,
whatever.
Dude, I see him around LA. He's out in the streets. I dapped him up when I saw him at Tender Greens in Hollywood.
Someone's like, it's Meta World Peas. I'm like, who the hell is Meta World Peas?
I know Ron Artest.
He literally came to the homie's house party. Like they were at a liquor store going to get some blunts and weed. And they were like, they came back with Ron Artest.
That's crazy.
He was like, I'll follow y'all. Bought Hennessy. Like, and that's when he was on the Lakers. Like, still like winning. Like,
yeah, he's cool,
like,
bro.
He's an in traffic type, like, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I know he got like a
That's
team
crazy.
with Venice Beach with a basketball league.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's dope.
Right.
That is
But he
dope.
out here.
That's a dope story.
He's a real one.
He kind
still.
of delivered us in that game 7. Ron with the 25 points he did.
Turned on.
Hey, so can y'all see yourself in that position, like being like, say like any of us made it at, like say if you made it, like big like Kevin Hart,
And still
in the
be
industry.
humble.
Yeah, and still be like,
normal.
Yeah,
you
but
want me
I'm
to
not
come to your house
necessarily
party? Yeah,
going to a
I'll
house
fuck.
party for people I just met at the liquor store.
store.
You know, I got my friends who are my day ones who rock with me, and I don't know necessarily. I'll just be out there like that, just like, oh, you guys look like fun people. Let me, because I've been the stranger at a party before. It doesn't always.
But I think
work
when you're
out.
like 6'10",
yeah, that helps.
and like,
you could whoop
when
some,
you
at least
fought
the
a
first guy's
basketball arena
ass.
before.
Hey,
When you beat up
all I'm
like
saying
half
is-
the fucking crowd at
Yeah,
Indiana,
yeah,
you
you're the
can handle a
hardest
house party.
You're the hardest motherfucker in the
Yeah,
NBA. You're
like-
Ron Artest. Like, yeah, I'll knock out at least 3 of your boys.
Exactly, before you
No,
shoot
before,
somebody.
before somebody starts
I don't
shooting.
give a fuck. If I made it big, and it's like the three of us, we kicked it. We go to the liquor store to go get some drink, and somebody rolled up on us, was like, "Hey, come on, let's come to us to this party, dope ass party." Well, I'm gonna look at you. I'm like, "Shit, it's free liquor. Let's go."
I'm low key.
I'm Ron Artest. I'll sign some autographs.
I'm low key into. I have an impulse control problem, so I'm in that bitch. Like right away, they're like, "There's a party. Say no more, son. I'm pulling up."
Yeah.
Yo, people are offering me drinks after the show. I'm like, yes, you can buy me a drink, of course.
No, but that's
without
happened
me,
to me
like,
though.
Without
That's
me
the
seeing
shit.
it made.
Yeah.
You can hand me.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
no, but
Yes.
that happened. That
I like
I
the
asked because
spoils
that
award.
has happened to me before. And like,
From comedy shows,
nah, it was before this. Before I started
like
doing
boxing,
comedy.
boxing.
Before even doing that, bro, I was just a random nigga on the street, and somebody like ran into some people being
You
cool
see how he
in
emphasized
Inglewood.
random nigga on the street.
Hell, random nigga on the street, and they was like, "Hey, you a cool dude? Come on to this other party. It's right down the street." I'm like, "All right, fuck it, I'll go." I showed up and ended up fucking there at the party. So
They're at the party. Hell yeah.
That's a party.
yeah, I was cool with it. Got a free party, free drink, all that shit. Had a good time.
I'm like, shit, I think this last time I think I went to Vegas, that was like, shit, it's been a few years. But I got pulled on stage for like a magic show.
No.
Like a magic
You would be
comedy
at a
show.
magic show,
And
bro.
It was like, what else? It was like, what else to do? We out there was out there for like 3-4 days. And then they're like, the dude said something like, oh, like they had those little kiosk things where like you can buy random tickets to shows, like the Resident show.
Yeah.
They had like Wiz Khalifa. They had like all these different little. So I'm like, they had, I think this is after like Siegfried got his head bit off. So like he wasn't.
Oh, shit.
He wasn't even like. That shit was like their banner was still up, but it was like an X over it or something. Like not right now. Like so, it was just like David Copperfield, Chris Hands Angel, like Jazz Hands Angel, and like a couple other like known.
Did you see
I think
anybody?
David Blaine.
Did you see anybody like mention like somebody like a name drop, a magician, something like that?
Probably like not. I think I seen Chris Angel. But like we went to the show we went to was is a dude. He's actually a comedian. So his show, it was Comedy Magic.
That's cool.
And his name is Mike Hammer. And he's like a veteran from Chicago. Like
Dope.
in the crazy shit, this is like
a great
still
name.
when people were like bringing it up that I should do comedy and this and that, and I never was still thinking like I shouldn't do it. And this is about like maybe 5 years ago. And I remember we bought the tickets and the guy referenced him. The guy at the kiosk was like, he's like, you can get like David Copperfield tickets, they're about like $80. Like all the other ones about 60, but he was like honestly like Mike Hammer's show is probably like the best show. Like he's like when my family comes in town, that's the tickets I buy like to take my people to see that shit.
Yeah.
So like he like personally, we was like all right, fuck it, we went.
And Mike Hammer's paying him like, yo, people
like,
ask.
There's like payola going on at the kiosk and shit.
He knows,
But
he's on the payroll.
His show was pretty much like super dope, and I've always thought that type of shit was fake when they bring people on stage and be like, oh, and
Okay.
that shit was like, and it was just weird because none of us even thought to record it.
So when they were like, we need somebody, where you're like, oh,
It wasn't even that. He was just picking people, and then he was like, you, and just picked me, and then he picked like another person. And then the weird part, I had this pair of Vans, like this exclusive, like the owner of Vans gave me this pair like signed.
what?
I used to work at the headquarters in Santa Fe Springs. So they got shit that wasn't even in the stores, all kind of shit. So he had like one size 13, gave it to me, signed it. I would wear like certain places, special shits. Like, so I was there. I was on stage. I had him on, and he goes, "Oh, your shoe." Like he brings about four of us on stage, and then he looks and he goes, "Damn, your shoes matches her." It was this hot little like little white chick, little like dress on, and he goes, "Your shoes match her shirt or her dress." and she had this little tight little mini skirt type shit on.
You think she was a plant?
I don't, because I wasn't.
That's the cool thing.
But then
You're not
I
the plant.
wasn't.
But I was
She
just tripping
the
like,
plant.
how would her dress just match my shoes that were like exclusive?
Because he was
that-
looking at
Right.
shoes when you walked in, like that's the guy who's got the red shoes that'll match with the girl's
they were
dress.
white with skulls
or white, yeah,
and
like,
weed
okay.
plants and candles
Sick.
and
That's
pirates.
hard.
And it was like
Yeah.
random shit. But even we looked at each other and was like, oh shit. And like it was, but he really was doing like shit on stage, and it was kind of from there. That's kind of more.
What
like,
did he do?
It was some shit. I remember it was some shit with some rings. And I was holding, like, I literally was holding. I was in on the trick, and I know it wasn't no weird shit because I was holding the shit. And I can't even remember, but I was like, shit. Like, so the fact that he bought me on stage and I wasn't, like, approached before the show, that kind of blew my mind. And then the fact that the shit was, like, you know, like, real.
Yeah.
The shit I seen, it was exclusive. And he was cool as fucking. Chopped it up with us for, like, 20 minutes outside, bought us drinks.
Sick.
Me and my homies did it. It turned out it turned out his mother was my homeboy's girlfriend's school teacher in Chicago.
All right. Well,
Like,
that's.
it was like some shit
I'll
like
be
that.
honest. I'll be honest. At first, I was like, "Oh, that's great." And
That
then
was
you
a
were-
real magic trick.
No,
Like,
no.
That was like some
We
like
actually are connected.
They were like, dude,
That was like-
I've been working with them for 9 years.
That was like 32 people removed. You could do that to anybody.
Like,
You know, like,
they're like in a small town in Chicago.
7 degrees
though, you know
of
what I
Tony
mean?
Grant.
Like,
Yeah,
hey,
dude,
real
that's-
shit. That's real shit. Hey, that's my new podcast. Like, he's like, I want royalties. You know, I mean, like we're like locked in a legal battle now. Like,
that's so funny. That's crazy. I always like. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I always was like, I heard that black people don't really fuck with magic and shit like that.
certain weird ones don't because they think it's like voodoo. And that shit is.
Do you guys not fuck with
See,
voodoo
no,
shit?
see what it is? There's black people that do fuck like Haitians and certain Africans and it's like
Creoles and
because
shit like that.
it's like because it's like that's like their descendants from Haiti and Haitian France and all that shit. The French ran Haiti, all that. So it's and then there's these black people that are pretty much born and raised
Straight
under
nigga.
programming under religious programming. You'll just say they've been under religious programming. And
Oh, it's a religious thing.
it's a and they scare. There's black people. They're scared to watch scary movies,
oh shit.
like because they think spirits will come out their fucking like TV damn near, or they don't want to watch. Like, oh, I
Nah,
don't
think
watch
about it.
that demonic
Candyman
shit.
fucked me up.
Candyman was wild, dog.
Because
Candyman was wild,
that
bro.
nigga's voice. He's still creepy to this day. But it's just that.
I love Candyman. I'm sad to say Gremlins fucked me up as a kid.
Gremlins.
That's hilarious.
I got a story
I had a nightmare
about
about that.
Candyman. So you know the actor
Tony
Tony Todd
Todd, yeah.
that played Candyman.
Legendary.
You know, my mom's told me one day she buying some barbecue. She's standing in line, you know, out in L.A. and fucking she turned around and looked back. And this motherfucker right there, you know?
He's standing, like Candyman too. He was standing there with the coat on.
But the cold part is he just sitting there trying to get some food. He doing the same shit you doing.
Like, chilling. He like,
This
man, I'm
is
trying to
real.
get some candy, man. That's the worst joke I could tell. I'm trying to get some candy, man. Like, that's horrible.
Hey, isn't it
That's
true
tough.
that they're about to remake Candyman?
They already did.
Yeah.
They already did. It just didn't. The dude from The Get Up and Aquaman, that was Black Mantis.
Yeah.
He played him. I believe that's him. That he's in it. I think he's the one that becomes Candyman or is, but it didn't. COVID fucked up.
Oh,
the
it's a
release.
different guy.
Yeah, they remade it like last year, but the COVID fucked it up to where it didn't. I don't know if they
Did it go
released.
They
straight
did a
to
whole
DVD?
I don't
trailer
even
and
think-
everything for that.
I think they just pulled it. It was just supposed to go straight, like not straight. It was going to the theaters, and then they pulled it. And I don't know if it's not on HBO Max or no shit.
It's probably like on Netflix or something.
It's not on. It's nothing like. But they just been holding it. They just sat it like they did Wonder Woman until like December. The Wonder Woman was done in like early in the year, but they didn't put that shit out. They just kept pushing it back through summer. Same shit with Black Widow's movie. Her movie's been done for like over a year.
just barely
Who's trying to see a
COVID.
fucking black? She just fights.
Yeah, and she
don't
like,
got no
with
powers.
the zipper, with the zipper like
Beats
unzipped a
everybody
little
up.
low. Like they're just hoping it's a nip slip when she takes
Everybody
somebody
else,
with the elbow.
everybody else on the team got powers.
She's just
Right.
not
Her and
really.
Her and Hawkeye. Her,
Hawkeye's a fucking
Falcon.
He just got some good ass aim. I'm gonna give him that.
Yeah.
Right.
Falcon.
real
He don't have powers. He just has a machine.
He got
that
the
flies.
wings, yeah.
Like that's not really him.
Hawkeye,
though.
dude, that's like if Aquaman was fucking Michael Phelps. You're just really good at
Yeah.
swimming. You're just really good at.
Yeah, archery. You're an archer.
You know who would be a better Hawkeye? Probably Joe Rogan because he's good at archery, but he's also got jiu-jitsu and kickboxing and all this.
What the fuck
you
don't Joe Rogan do? Like, this motherfucker got a hand in everything.
He's the real Dos Equis man. Honestly.
He is.
Like, he's the real Dos, because the Dos Equis man was a disappointment. I'm like, see, there's this thing, I believe, like, transparency is kind of like, it fucks up a lot of, like, shit now, and there should be like some type of veil between.
For me, it was once I found out he was white. I'm not.
I didn't even know that till now. See, I thought he was still like
Hispanic.
I thought he was some type of like
he fooled, bro, I'm Mexican. I was like, that motherfucker got me,
what
bro.
threw me up, they had him on TMZ like when TMZ first started, like a couple way like back, and I remember I was watching it, and they got him coming out of like Katsuya or something, him and his wife, and they're like, oh, this is Jose, and he's like, well, hey, you know, and I'm like,
Oh,
what
God.
the? And literally, I heard him talk,
What?
and it was just his. I don't expect you really to wrestle sharks and fucking fly out of a pull down
Turns out he wasn't
helicopter.
interesting at all.
But it was like, yeah, that's
The least interesting man in the world.
And it was just like he was like a librarian. The way he was talking, it was like, bro, like you
That's
should
a
have some type of
finesse of the century, right?
Hey,
Yeah,
for
that's
Tony
what
Gramz, he
I'm
be like,
saying.
at least have your
nod at
voice
the camera.
deeper than mine, like how it is on the commercials.
Yeah, like it was like you should just nodded at the cameraman and walk to the car.
That's funny because you know, like I always say this. I always feel like I don't listen to a rapper that I feel like I could beat up. I always say
Yeah,
that. 'cause-
rapper can't put me in a headlock and choke me
Yeah,
out.
I
I
want
no
to
respect.
feel threatened when I listen to this
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Like, hey, this nigga might hurt me.
Because when I listen
Right
to
now,
shit,
me too.
like there's like you know, there's certain vibes I get into, certain music I listen to when I want to feel certain thing, and sometimes I just want to feel like I'm about to get a felony or I'm about to do a drive-by
on your way to work, on your way to work,
or I'm
though.
just about to fuck somebody up, you know.
That's all of us in the
Say
car,
so.
like.
You know, and I just got to feel threatened. That's the move, you know? So that is true. The transparency, sometimes you see somebody and you're like, meet him for real and just like, you're
It's
not
too
even the
much.
guy I thought.
That's one of the topics I wanted to get on today. Have you ever met a celebrity and been dissed by them, or like been disappointed when you meet them in real life? Because
Definitely.
for sure I've had some experiences because I worked in music videos for 10 years.
Talk to me.
And okay, so I met French Montana and he gave me a limp wrist handshake. Like he was like, look at who's this broke motherfucker.
My
I was
homeboy
like,
said
you
that about
French Montana,
Swiss Beats.
I got your
Same shit.
mixtape, the Coke Wave. I was like, you tight. And I guess that was before he had like really blown the fuck up. It was like right before. So he's like, who's this guy telling me he likes my mixtape? And he just kind of was like, gave me the fucking Princess Diana hand. Like, I was supposed to kiss the ring or something, dude. I was disappointed. So I'm like, if I ever get the MTV Music Video Awards host spot, I'm roasting him for sure. I'm roasting everybody, but I'm definitely gonna, make a joke out of that.
I had a.
They rap about it. I wouldn't shake your hand with a broke hand. I guess.
Wow.
I guess he gave me one of those.
I had a celebrity talk about me.
And
Like,
Coolio dissed me too.
Coolio.
Yo, do you remember when they had the autograph signing at the beginning of Street CEOs when they came out in Stonewood Mall?
Yeah.
They had
Yep.
Coolio was there, and I was like, Coolio, yeah, I had your album, and then he was like, which ones? And I was like, there was more than one.
Now you just offended him, right?
I'd have been like, what was a
And the
soundtrack?
security
I thought
guards
you were on
were
a
laughing. I
soundtrack.
thought oh shit, Gangsta's Paradise.
Dangerous Mind.
Dangerous Minds. That was your album.
No, that was the movie.
I know, that was
the
the movie.
soundtrack.
Yeah, that's the soundtrack. I thought that was the
that was
sound.
Track, bro.
And I know how the
He did that thing in like middle school where you had like a band T-shirt and someone would be like, "What? You like that band? Name like 8 songs." You're like, "I just thought it was a cool shirt."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Now, I had a celebrity shit talk about me one day. Like I guess whatever I said had her laughing. But this was back when y'all remember when I had that white Grand Prix.
Yeah.
I think it was like what the 01, 02.
Yeah, something like that. The
something
round
like-
one.
Yeah, the round one. Then it had the it had the grill up at the top, not facing the bottom.
That's the one
and
that's
shit.
like kind of like pointy.
It was kind of pointy.
And
but
then, like,
it was a
straight in the back.
They came out with the 2 doors, then they came out with the 4 doors, and then later on niggas started buying them shits and putting rims on the motherfuckers and shit.
Those are sick though. Those are still sick.
They were still nice.
One of
They
my
was
neighbors
nice
has one.
So I had one of those and I hopped out and I guess I had just seen one of Lil Wayne and Baby's videos where they had the spinning rims. So I was like, yeah, I'm about to get them big ass spinning rims. Man, this nigga talked about me like a dog. Like she said, look at your dumbass go put $20,000 rims on a $7,000 car, like, and just laughed at me. Yeah, Katie Albert, man, I'm on your ass for that.
Like, I ain't forgot.
Yeah, I ain't forgot, man. Just because you played in one of them Friday movies, man, I'm coming for your ass. Man. One day, watch. One day I'm gonna catch you in public. I'm like, hey, remember that one time?
I'm gonna catch you in public. Like he got real.
It's over. Like,
Nah, but she's funny though. That like behind the scenes, like I had a lot of like good times, like laughing at her. Like she is. If you know who she really is compared to like being in the industry, like she is a really funny ass person. Like someone to be like that person you'd like you smoke and like be around, like just because they generally do like shit that make you laugh. Like that's the type of person she is, versus being on set and in the public eye and shit. Cause I seen her in the public eye and she be like, "What's up?" Oh, like, what's up, nigga? This ain't you, man. When we see each other, nigga, it's like, what's up, nigga? What's happening? No, this what's up. I'm like, all right, I understand.
Dude.
At least dap it up. Let me know it's real.
So you send me these pictures. So
Hey, MVP right there, man. That's MVP right there, man.
Hold on,
Man, he's the MVP of movies too. Like what?
All right, come
That
on.
nigga deserve a number, man. What?
I love the eyes. Some
Forrest
people.
Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker.
the power of the Lakers will now be stripped away.
I know him from the Twilight Zone. I don't know if that's me. It's just me.
He was on there.
He was a Twilight
the
Zone
one they
guy.
remade like early 2000s.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where I know him from.
I didn't even know that.
Okay,
Welcome
but
to
they put
the-
him on LeBron's body. Why
I
LeBron?
remember him from Street Kings
Street Kings.
with
I remember
with
Jason's
Keanu
lyric.
Reeves.
You remember he was a daddy in Jason's lyric with one leg. They had him with
That's
his
what I
leg.
remember
They had him with his
Yeah.
leg. They had him with his leg in the bed, like in a hole in the bed, acting like he was like missing the leg.
That nigga
And
kept
he
showing
was
up
like-
drunk.
And he was like, yeah, he had the pistol, like trying to grab at the wife, like and pushing her into the curtains and
He
shit.
showed up to the
like-
house with the flowers
Yeah,
and shit.
and then start snapping and back slapping people.
He was
and
like a
shit.
wife beater, but like with one leg.
Yeah.
One leg.
But it was like he really had something.
He was assaulting people from his bed. It's like, dude, just don't go near the bed.
Exactly. But it was like
can't
they didn't have
exactly chase you.
they didn't have the technology to make it look like he really was missing a leg, other than put your leg in the hole and just stand there and just reach out like angrily, because that's just comedy.
Lure you in, just get your ass.
That's the last thing I remember.
Okay. What's going on right here?
What is this? It's like one of those workout pillows. You know, like,
Hey, that's one of them blow up dolls and shit that you don't ever have to blow up. You just keep it in the closet and shit.
It looked like he making out with a squash.
you know, I'll be honest.
That's the
The
white
worst,
eggplant.
the worst part about that picture is that this dude's not wearing a shirt. Why is he not wearing a shirt
my
and
God.
jeans, bro? Why are you wearing jeans and
Why
no
you
shirt?
bench pressing your
Wearing
girl,
the jeans
dog?
she would have worn. He's wearing the jeans that she should have worn.
She has arms. That's the
Yo,
crazy
yeah,
part.
she got some biceps on her. She got.
Yeah.
Hey,
right.
hey,
She got-
we can honestly say
Bench
this
pressing.
though. She ain't chasing nobody in any form, any shape.
You ain't
form,
never
or
got to
fashion.
worry about her running away.
Hey, that too.
It looks like he making out with one of those like self-defense dolls. She just be like that, like
The ones that like the police academy and shit. The ones they train with.
Stick.
What
They
are
got
those
the
at?
stick and you just hit it and kind of get the rubbery like upper.
Like, is this?
This is special.
Does she not have prosthetic legs? Is
It's
that
a-
what's going on here?
All I'm saying
dude,
is this:
legs.
look how toned her arms
No,
are.
she
Like,
has
like
arms with no
natural.
legs. Okay,
They're
so she
bigger than
does
his.
have arms.
got-
They're bigger than his.
wait, yeah, she got more muscles.
She got
than
She
arms.
does. They're bigger than
Yeah,
his.
she.
Wait, I want to see. Oh my God! Somebody put her in a.
Even
like,
look at her collar, like in the wedding picture. Look at her collarbone and her like shoulder. She's built.
All right,
like
hold on.
Yeah.
that's all that wheelchair work.
Doing dips.
You know, because
She's
she
like
has.
Batman when Bane broke
You know,
his back,
because she has like
and he had to
no.
like get back to
Hey,
basics.
does that mean she's like all ass now?
I mean, can you
That is
hit
like, what
that?
is
Can you
down
hit
there?
that? Right? That's the real question.
Yeah,
He's
what
marrying
is down
her.
there?
You need like to lay her down, like face down
How
over
does
3
she-
pillows.
I don't. How does she have like an ass if like working out your ass comes from like you're doing leg shit?
I mean, the
like,
waist has to go somewhere. There's some holes, dude.
Anything she eat got to stop at some point.
Okay, so then let me ask you this: do you think she was born without legs or lost her legs?
It looks like
Shark
she was
attack?
born without legs.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's
I don't
probably
think
that.
that's like
Because it's like too round, you know? Like
Too round.
But then they
That's
still like
just like-
surgeries,
Like something
They
got-
round.
It almost seems like
the
she.
nub.
She said too round. Like
It is too round.
But maybe
Just
that's
going to
what,
Miami
maybe
and
that's
shit.
just what she got down there, like a diaper type thing.
I could see that
It's
happening.
padding.
Maybe like padding, and maybe it's not like.
I could
Maybe
see
it's
that.
like an actual.
I
ankle.
want to ask, how tall was she? Because sitting on her ass, she's still just as tall as the boy in the
there.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would have been his.
probably
That
had short
motherfucker-
legs.
That's true. That's true. She's fucking dude. She's up to his shoulder and she's got no legs. Oh my. She was
She's
a.
past the shoulder. She's like, they damn near see eye to eye in the motherfucker.
And I got another question for you guys. Now, do you think that he's into that? Like, do you
Yeah.
think that that's why he was like, oh damn, that's finally what I've been looking for. Like that's his search history on Pornhub for years before he met her. Is what I'm asking.
That's his
I would
thing.
say, I don't know.
Like he's like, I
I
had a
don't know.
one-legged chick, but I've
Maybe.
never had a no-legged chick.
But-
Like, fuck.
His category is gimpy MILF. Like,
I'ma
that's what
say
he looks
this.
up, just gimpy MILF.
Gimpy
hot
MILF.
gimpy MILF stepmom.
The benefits
Like
that he's
busty.
getting, like,
That's your.
Think
That's
of the
your
hand job.
That's your search history.
No, that's gonna be his. He's like, how did you know?
I always look up virgin milfs.
that neck better be great.
MILF. That's like, that's a nigga. That's oxymoron. Virgin MILFs.
Okay.
She's a born again virgin.
Okay, so
Legalized pot or menus for stoners.
Yeah, you gotta be hot to eat
I mean,
there.
what state is that in? At this
I used
all
to
right,
wo-
but I'm
I
gonna tell
used
you
to
why.
work
I used to
What
work
state
at
is
Taco
it?
Bell.
Where it's legal everywhere.
You used to work at Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Me too. I worked
No,
at-
I'm
I
gonna
worked
give you a
at the one-
story
I worked
about
at the
him
one
at
in,
Taco Bell.
I worked at the one in Inglewood on Prairie and Century.
Shit,
I know
I
what
worked
you're
at the
talking
one
about.
right here off of Bellflower Boulevard, and I used to live in Moreno Valley, so I drove a Cadillac from Moreno Valley just to work here and come
What
back.
the
and forth.
fuck?
But this is what he used to do, right?
Sounds
He'd be
counterproductive.
He'd be
It's
like,
fuck.
Cam, what you doing?
I drive to work,
I'm like,
to work for free.
I'm chilling, bro. What's up? Oh, come to my job real quick. I'm like, oh, you need a ride home or something? Like what? He's like, nah, I need you to come pick up this box. I'm like, a box of what? Hey, so no lie. Like, he said, man, just pull up. I'm gonna be out here waiting for you. I get up there about 10 minutes because it was real close. He's standing outside in his uniform. I think he put a sweater on over to try to cover up
Trying
the
to be
shirt so you couldn't see the
conspicuous.
name badge and shit. But he got a whole box full of all the items that they use packaged up to make everything at Taco Bell. And I'm like, is this some do it yourself kit? Like come take it home and fuck. He was like, nah, this is the shit that we use to make it. So 2 days later, we had a Taco Bell party.
Hey, and then I used to call it the before the $5 boxes and shit. I used to call it the care package, and I
The
tell
care
niggas,
package.
for real. I'd be like, all right, call me before you come, and I'll give you instructions of what to do. So that
How
was
to
the very
prepare it
first
and
time.
everything. You know?
Instructions.
Bro, this is when back when Taco Bell had shrimp. When they were selling
the
shrimp.
hell?
Did they have
That sounds.
Yeah.
That sounds.
I worked at
Hey.
Taco Bell and I ain't never seen
Hey,
it.
I've never
Did
I
you
worked
not
there
get
when
shrimp
the
in your?
chalupa dropped.
Yeah, during that time they did have shrimp.
I worked
Thank
there when
you.
the chalupa dropped. When I was,
I
Oh,
was
that was
there.
before that. Yeah.
I was there in like
That was before you broke your neck
2008.
too.
Yeah, that was like 2008. That was like
Everything
2008.
goes back to that. You see,
gotta bring it up
like
every time.
01, like
Trying to live his
2000,
life.
man. Yeah, like 02, man.
You're just like, remember the neck?
So yeah, so it was another time
he
where
measures
I had
time,
I think it was you.
post-neck break.
Yeah, it was for you, right, Cam? The other
Pre-neck
time where
break.
I had you go through the drive-through. I was like, shit, our time is fucking.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I was like, man, like our time in the drive-through is real shitty. So I need you to come through and order a cup of water.
Just
when
to
you-
get the
just to
the
get the
quick
bite.
time, just to say you bought something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when you pull up in the drive-through, immediately behind the door, you're gonna see a bunch of boxes. Just kick the motherfuckers. And I said the heaviest one is yours. And I got like 2 boxes, like a box
So
and
he
a half.
had different boxes set up for different people.
Yeah,
Everybody was pulling
The
up, and
hard
then you had to know
shells,
which
the
box
meat.
was yours.
Everything. It had
Yeah,
everything like
taco bar.
everything that they had to offer was all in a box or like a box and a
How
half.
long did you get away with this? It seems like you're just giving away
Shit, I was
away the
so
whole
much
store.
inventory.
I was there for like what, a year?
Yeah,
for a
I was
year
there for like
doing it?
3 months. I was
Oh my
money out
god,
the
a
fucking
year?
register.
That's not even that. That's not that long. That means
Hey,
you got in there and immediately
was-
started making moves.
You didn't give a fuck going in.
I was there
Pretty
for like
much.
at a Taco Bell for 3 months, and then the shit was like a shitty when it was a franchise, so they didn't follow. That's why I kind of just started. I went rogue. Like
fuck
'cause these
corporate.
I
motherfuckers
went
had-
rogue.
They went like even people I didn't notice till people would come in. I worked a drive-through and people would be like, "Yo, like, why y'all like this shit like maybe $1.19 more than every other Taco Bell?" So he was making his own prices. Like charging them sometimes $2 extra for shit that cost 99 cents, like at every other Taco Bell. And he even was cutting corners. He didn't even get his taco shells from the regular corporation.
What?
And we would have this random ass like semi truck pull up, like sunrise tacos,
Black market
And it was like
tacos.
they would just have like these bags of taco shells, and that's what we use for our taco shells. And then just the whole process of that shit.
Shit, that was when the chalupa came
Yeah,
out.
like the whole.
Bootleg chalupa.
I almost set the kitchen on fire because I had been doing it for like I only worked there 3 months before I quit, and I just remember my first check was $146 for like 2 weeks.
Motherfucker be
I
mad.
was like, what the
steal.
fuck? And this is my second job. Out from my first job at 17, making like 600, 700, 750 every at sometimes 8 depending on the
On a
week.
check,
On
yeah.
a check
Yeah.
to make it like 146. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is like insane. So it became a thing once I seen like
gotta steal.
Time to steal.
the dude had like his daughter working as like the supervisor, his 16-year-old daughter. Like she didn't even fit the smallest uniform. And like she was like, it was like weird. So at a certain point when I'd have to void
was a
orders,
supervisor,
they made her a supervisor.
That's
Over like people that was there for like
That's
years.
such bullshit.
So,
17.
and then so
Because
she
that
was
was the
16.
daughter.
She was 16.
What?
And so and her mom was they made her assistant manager and her mom was the supervisor. And so like they did it and everybody was like, what the fuck? And she didn't know shit, never worked. That was her first job. So the atmosphere was like, fuck this place.
Yeah.
So I would wait for certain managers to like when I have to void an order, and then you just kind of, and I just little sticky fingers, not nothing like $100 or something, but you take like some weed money.
But it's a little bit every day
bit
add
every
up.
day,
Hey.
and like here and there, like because when they void an order,
300 in your
for
paycheck and
until
shit.
they put your code back in, the rest of the day, whoever voided the order, their code is in the register.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
it
their
was
fault.
like if the asshole manager that fucks everybody over and shorts people's checks voided an order, like I'd probably take like $30 or something, like through the day, like not just off of one order.
Yeah.
Because who the fuck spends $30 at Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Like nobody just goes to Taco Bell and even so you. That's like a whole all day.
This is
Like, hey, once eating that shit, bro, you eat that shit. And I used to see
never
all
felt the
like the comedy sketches about people eating Taco Bell, blowing up toilets and that shit. I used to eat Taco Bell. That shit never happened until I started working there, and I was making shit that wasn't even on the menu.
That's why it started happening.
Yeah, I was like, y'all got what the fuck is Baja sauce? Like y'all got Baja sauce? Like a Santa Fe sauce? They got all these different like.
You know what it is? I remember one time Taco
fuck
Bell,
me
like
up.
people were accusing them, like they don't even have meat, they don't use meat, and then Taco Bell just had the balls, and they were like, "Listen, motherfuckers, our shit is 10% meat, okay?
It got
Rest
meat
is
in it.
oatmeal.
It's like meat.
Don't get it fucked
Everything,
up."
like he said, like when you said the box, everything is prepackaged.
Prepackaged.
Everything's in a fucking freezer. Nothing. The only thing, the freshest thing probably made is the fucking beans. And
They
those
still
are
make fresh
space
beans?
and those are
not the
space beans. But no,
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
I
space
just
beans.
mean because
Yeah.
it's hot
The
water.
fucking space
No,
beans.
Like, they're
the
just-
freshest
it's like a-
thing
it's
that
like
they
a
make
paper
is
bag.
the twist.
Space
Yeah,
beans.
because you got to deep fry.
paper
And that's what I'm saying.
bag.
It's like a bag of just dried beans.
So it's
And
like
you-
one of
you
those
gotta
little
add
pour it
hot
into the
water.
pan,
One of
and you
those
pour the
like-
hot water in and just
And
stir
just
and let
stir
it
that
sit.
motherfucker.
And it sits. You stir it for like 3 minutes and let it sit for like 2 hours,
That
and you
sounds
got
gross.
those are the beans.
That sounds gross, but
Those are
you know,
fucking-
I also kind of low key. I'm probably gonna go to Taco
I'm
Bell.
almost.
Like I need space
No,
beans.
I almost
no,
set their
no,
shit on
like,
fire.
the way they heat, the way they even heat up, like the way they even heat they shit up, it's like it's not even a deep. It look like a deep fryer, but it holds hot water. And you just dip the bag in the water,
Yeah,
and just let it
that's
sit
how, and
there
you let the
until-
shit, and that's how the meat gets hot in the bag. The freshest thing is a fucking lettuce. It's in the bag, bro.
I'll be honest. I mostly fuck with the,
Oh, the pico de gallo. That's the freshest shit.
yeah.
potato
That's real.
soft tacos.
That's
you
real
know
shit
those?
right there. Yeah.
That pico is real.
Just drag it.
Hey, but no, The first time I started stealing was at Knoxbury Farm.
Kind of transition.
We're incriminating ourselves now.
No, because I was working.
All right.
I was working the restaurant. I was working the restaurant at Soak City, and like I got pissed off at the manager because it was like some bullshit that they had did. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Like,
Manager.
So I was like, all right, fuck it. You know, living by black code, it's time to steal. But my happy ass
Living by black code.
That's not black code. That's
the
just
rule
like
of law.
That's just because you want to come up.
This is the underworld.
That's just
rule.
real life scenario. It's like, hey, well now I got to do it. You just forced in these scenarios. I get it.
Right, but like I still to this day I don't understand how they didn't catch me earlier.
Sometimes they don't want to catch you because they need a body at the register.
I guess because
That's honestly like they don't give a
I
fuck.
guess because it was people coming up to register, even employee windows. All the employees loved me while I worked the windows because if they didn't have enough, they would still just give me their money, and I would still like ring them through for their orders, and I would still keep that money and shit. I'd run that shit and just void it out at the end of the like void out a few like big orders, big numbers and shit.
I would always
be like, all right, we
excessively
done.
make the food like larger too. Like when people come get like 99-cent nachos. That's why a lot of people like me.
Nice.
They'd be like, because I had one with the manager mom. The mom, she was like, make a taco. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, go to the line and make a taco. And like I scoop it and I'm like and shit. And then she's like, she pulls out the digital scale
Because they want to see how much.
And then she's like, I wrap it. She weighs my taco and it was like 2.5 or some shit. Like, and she was like, that's way too much. Like it's supposed to be, you're supposed to scoop it, tap the excess meat. I'm like, nigga, I want to make the shit like how I want it made.
Right.
So like people,
They love when you were working.
People would come over, and this is when the casino was still there. So like, I used to all kind of chicks be pulling up, like drunk motherfuckers, like, hey, titties out, flash. Like they be flashing me for an extra taco or some shit.
For an extra
Stuffing
taco.
those tacos.
Hey, that's crazy.
Like,
How you
fuck it,
get-
I'll give you some extra hot sauces. Like, I don't
That's
know.
drunk girl activity right there.
Yeah, I don't know if I can give you a whole taco. I'll give you like a hot sauce or a small soda or something. Like
Yeah, you might get some cinnamon
You gonna get
twists.
the free nachos. They come the
Hey,
50
no,
cent nachos.
I
with
used to get
cheese.
super play at In-N-Out when I was working at In-N-Out on PCH and Second.
That's exclusive.
But that's low key the outfit, bro. Everybody looks fresh in that
That's
fit.
good. That's exclusive right there. That's In-N-Out is. That's like Chick-fil-A is like that's a branch off.
Oh shit! Who the fuck is that?
That nigga.
I'm faded as fuck.
That's sleepy.
I feel like that motherfucker on the right now.
That's sleepy.
Hey,
Sleepy-
is that who really does Sid voice?
That's Sleepy Wayne.
No,
Nah, that's who it was.
Sleepy Wayne.
That Lil Wayne. That's Sleepy Wayne.
That's
Is that
who
who they got? That's who they.
He wore like
This
Ace
is
Hood.
fake.
Nah, I
More
think
like
that's
Ace Hood.
real. That's
That's
real.
not
That's somebody
Photoshop.
gel. That's somebody gel picture.
this
He usually
That's
wear
somebody
goggles.
mugshot.
He usually wear goggles, the kind that the old motorcyclists used to wear with the scarf and the gloves and shit. They go all the way back here.
he can't he can't wear glasses. They're like his eyes are still off on the side. Chameleon head ass.
Wow. He had them little liquor store looks on. Like his eyes would be popping out from the side. Like the liquor store looks is shitty. Like.
He looked like
has
he's
good
in a
peripheral
reggae
vision,
band
though,
singing
for
about
sure.
problems and being broke.
Can't nobody sneak up on him. He has eyes coming out of both sides of his head.
He look like he got both of Forrest Whitaker's eyes.
He got two lazy eyes. Damn.
They just slapped one on each side.
That's funny as shit.
That shit is. He kind of like low key. He remind me of Ace Hood. Not that he looked
Yeah,
like
he
Ace
do.
Hood, but that's who the dreads and the facial
do.
structure. Not the eye, but he look like.
He got like Steve Buscemi eyes too. You know.
Man, hey, every time my girl like we watch old movies and she's like, that's that ugly guy. Every time she see like she sees Steve Buscemi and just that's the
It's
first
that
thing.
ugly guy?
Every time like he has a
Bro,
name.
I had a girlfriend one time and she was like, "No, I think Steve Buscemi's kind of handsome," and I started being like, "Damn, I'm."
You gotta second guess yourself.
I started being like, "I'm
What
ugly
am
as
I?
shit."
Like,
I
what the
bet.
fuck am I
Like, you
doing?
He's
know?
got a thing for ugly guys. What the fuck?
my old friend. He's just like standing there. Yeah, that's wild.
Hey, but he really looked like he said yes, son. Like an East Coast nigga.
Oh,
He
yeah.
look like he
You know,
just
like-
drink jasmine tea
Yeah,
all day.
son.
I can see him with a down south accent.
Nah, that nigga from like Seattle. He from somewhere you wouldn't even think. You think he from like Florida. That nigga from like Nebraska or some shit.
He want the Northern Cali swag, you know, like you trying to do the. Oh man, that's him.
That's him?
Is that him? That's not him, but he looked like him though.
Yeah, I thought it
Oh
was.
shit! So that's somebody in real life too. That damn bro.
People really out here looking like that, bro. That's
Nah, there's some
crazy.
really ugly motherfuckers out here, bro.
blessed. We blessed out here.
All right.
None of us look like that right now. We killing
You know,
it.
that guy still got a girl
It makes
who
us
will
all
fuck
look
him,
like
though.
Luke
That's the
Perry.
thing.
We're all Luke
There's some
Perry.
shit-
Well,
Yeah.
if that's what he made, you think what you think he was hitting to make his son right there?
Everybody,
It's like everybody just,
That
just
nigga
got,
look like
that's
a
when you
goat.
know you really fucked up. Everybody just look at you and get quiet. Like, oh, that's horrifying. That's Candyman, nigga.
Man, that nigga look like a real Billy Goat though. Like, look at that nigga.
He really
chin
do.
hair.
That is what it is. A Billy goat.
All right, D,
because they
tell
got
us
those
about your
eyes
truck,
and that
bro.
chin. Oh, that's your shit.
Yeah, man. That's my shit when I went and got it out the body shop.
what kind of truck is it? What kind of truck is it? I want to know.
GMC Yukon. Like, you see, I was in a car accident 3 months ago. Took my shit to a body shop, and it was sat there for like 3.5 weeks. I went to pick my shit up, and when I brought it home, that's what it looked like. I was like,
They
man.
usually they just took the part off.
body
Yeah, they
off.
just took everything off. I was like, man, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this shit? I gotta put everything back on now.
They're like, replace it.
Hell yeah,
So
so
order it off of what, Amazon or some shit?
something, bro. Man, I'm still waiting on the other. I'm going through the other dude's insurance because he rear-ended me on the freeway and shit. So, I'm going through his shit, and I'm still waiting for them to like cash me out. So as soon as they cash me out, man, my baby gonna be beautiful again. Sitting tall and proud and shit. I don't know if I'm gonna get them big ass monkey ass fucking circus wheels, but
Get them 28s.
I want. I mean, now
You had
I
to-
do want them, but
You had some big ass wheels on that too.
nah, I got regular ass tires
like the
because
stock
I use
ones?
that to
Keep
drive to
clean,
go
though.
get my daughter like twice a year, 2-3 times a year in Utah.
Oh.
So that's like the turnaround truck and shit. Yeah. So like I fixed it up on the inside, like did some custom shit in the inside, like the back seat had like bench rolls. I threw that out. And I changed it with captain seats, so it's like the front seats are the same in the back.
Like bucket
And-
seats.
Yeah, and then I also found a way to bolt down the center console in the back seat as well. So it's like 2 front center consoles and shit. So the girls got their own shit back there.
That's crazy.
They got a HQ unit, like
Hey.
mobile unit.
Just making shit up over here. I love it.
We're gonna do the podcast in there next.
Right.
Back in that motherfucker.
But no,
moving
I
around
mean,
the
like,
city.
cause I got the fold down TV and shit, so I'm trying to run the PlayStation and shit through there, so that way on long trips, like my oldest daughter can play video games or some shit, or me and her can play
Something,
video
yeah.
games while my wife drive, while my girl drive, and or play movies, or continue to play movies, whatever the fuck. But yeah, I'm just trying to do that. Like,
That's cool.
Slow work in progress and shit.
Dope that you know about like building cars and like I don't know any of that shit. I just
Man,
call
all I
it
do is
building.
watch TV shows and dream about that shit.
Really?
Like, I
Like-
can have that. I can do that too.
Really? Yeah.
watch
Just
it,
look at that. I'm
Or
like,
YouTube.
I'm gonna
YouTube
hire somebody
University.
else.
Man, you know, on
YouTube-
YouTube, and it's an
YouTube
8-year-old
tutorial.
British kid, and then you put the L lever and you pull it back, and you like, the fuck? I was trying to do this shit for like 9 days, and this nigga got it done like a year ago. That's the same shit,
Man.
A little Indian kid or some shit.
I met a 12-year-old boy that does makeup, bro, on YouTube. This nigga is a fucking
met him?
millionaire.
Yeah,
Damn.
don't meet.
No, I met him because I used to work.
EDP part 2.
Don't ever meet the guy.
No, because I used to work
EDP.
for a makeup company at one point. So like walking through the place, like I ran into him. I was like, "Oh, what's up, little kid? You lost?" He's like,
I do makeup.
"No, this is."
Like,
Like he was an asshole about it, but I mean, I was like, "All right, cool."
What the
then.
fuck?
All right,
I'm
my
an
nigga.
artist.
He'd be like, I see your cheekbones.
I didn't know who he was. Like he didn't say who he was until I went to the back and was like, "Hey man, y'all know who this little
Wandering
bastard kid
kid.
walking around?" They was like, "Oh no, that's
Bastard kid.
I forgot what they said the nigga name.
The
He's like,
funniest
"Hey,
shit to me.
he's worth millions because he do videos on fucking YouTube and some
sponsored
more
by the
shit." I was
company?
like,
That shit is crazy. It's like it's 9 and up, like Millionaire Club on fucking like YouTube.
Them
Like,
motherfuckers-
that shit's weird. Like,
Bro.
it's like cool. Like, what the fuck? He's
Wasn't
just
there
like, I
some
watch
crazy-
you play video games.
Wasn't there some
and-
statistic where like only a certain percentage of like people make $1 million or something like that?
It's like some. I think because you get like once you hit, I think what is it, 300,000 subscribers, they supposedly give you like $1 million, or you get like some type of incentive deal, or once you get like 300 to 500, some shit like that, depending on your content.
Okay.
And so when you get to certain, the more like the subscribers, not the views, but the actual subscribers. So when you get that level up, then that's when the money comes. So these little kids, I remember when I first started seeing that shit, and my friend's son, I don't have any kids, but I remember my friend's son would just be watching kids like play, or watching other kids or adults on YouTube play fucking video games that this nigga had. And I was like, nigga, why don't he play this shit? And he like, that's what they do now. They just like watch other people play the fucking game. Yeah. And I'd be like, nigga, I'll play this shit. Like, give me the disc. Like, I'll go in the garage and play right now. And like, they would never play the game. They would just watch for
my nephew watches like this kid play with toys. I'm like, you got the same toy.
Same shit.
Yeah.
But that's what it started with the toys.
But I'm gonna tell you what fucks me up because it's adults that play with toys.
Too, same shit.
And they talking about the toys, right? And they make it a video about kids, but a lot of that shit start getting real weird.
It's weird as
you know? It's like they don't show their face. They like hand models just playing with the toys, and grown ass people just.
You see my shit like tattoos on my shit playing with like, hey, like what the fuck who is that dude?
And but kids are sitting there watching this, and it's coming up under related video. And that's what trips me out about YouTube. Like they flagging everybody for all this other shit. But stuff like that is going on for kids.
It's a lot of weird shit going on, and it seems like a lot of double standards with YouTube. I've
also seen though a lot of parents that have gotten in trouble. I've read articles about how you're talking about, and parents that have gotten in trouble because they'll post videos of their children that are almost borderline, like you know,
swimsuits and shit.
Yeah, and they get hella subscribers, and it's mostly like older,
weird motherfuckers,
and they're getting all this money, like you know, for putting out this quote unquote content.
OnlyFans and shit.
It seems like they should know exactly. It seems like they should like know better, like.
And the parents try to be like, it's just innocent shit. And it's like, feels like you're pimping your child.
Exactly. You trying to get like some.
Feels like you're pimping your child.
That's like those pageant parents. They're out there pimping their kids out.
That shit's always.
That shit been going on for years.
Yeah, people. It's a long-standing tradition of people.
I guess so. Yeah, it's just more like an online thing.
You're gonna live the life that I always wanted for myself. Bitch, get out of here.
But even
you almost did.
Musician type.
Yeah.
Even look at the anytime I see, I've always like had that feeling. Even since I was younger, any motherfucker, there's nothing wrong with helping people and especially looking out for kids and younger people. But with anytime people that are like overly fucking obsessed with like being around kids or like I have to like that's like weird to me. Like
fact.
When it's like there is this like ain't nothing wrong with doing shit for the kids, but when it's like that just seems like your main shit all the time, like and it's always just like weird shit. I've seen like certain shit like what's the dude that always used to do the kid bands? The little fat old dude that's in prison now. I think he died in prison.
I don't know.
The dude that started, he's a nigga that Britney Spears, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, he's a nigga. Wow. He's a nigga that did. He even started making the band. That shit like that was his show because he had O-Town on there, and then he took it over with like the band shit. But he would like that was his shit, bringing in young like that shit was weird.
Damn.
It's like Hollywood shit.
Yeah, crazy. Got me some shit to research now.
Exactly. That nigga been locked up.
Let's see what we got going on right here.
That's
I can't tell if she's a doctor or a nurse. Like,
are they just role playing? What's going on?
She look like she posing for like the picture that's gonna be on the package when you buy the scrubs. Like, it don't look like
they're gonna cut it off at the waist.
Yeah, you know you open it up and it ain't that color at all.
She trying on a Halloween costume.
No, it's when you
picture to her, man.
when you're at nurse like a day shift at nursing, but then you got to go to the fucking gym right after because you're hard independent.
She look like she woke up stressed out.
I just peeped that her stethoscope is gold though. Like she got the gold stethoscope.
Yeah.
Like usually the shit's just silver. It's regular.
Yeah, that don't go. Like how you know?
She all dripped out for the hospital for the ICU.
It looks fake also because her hair should be more professionally done. This bitch is sloppy. You know what I mean? She's fired.
Maybe she just got off.
You're fired.
Yeah,
she own her own practice. Like she give prostate exams. Like it's really
like her name
she give
is
happy
Sarah.
endings and shit. That's what she do. You just come in there and it's just a happy ending.
This could be a porn set, and she's just in between takes.
That's true.
She's chilling in sweats.
She's about to do a 7.
That's why her hair's messed up. She's been getting boned by a doctor.
She's about to do a 6 BBC gangbang.
I think I've seen this episode.
That's
she was on Doogie.
She was double
Scrubs.
down. Oh god, that's the kind they doing them like triple BBC,
triple
DP,
right.
Triple DP. Like what the fuck are you doing? Like,
this is the picture right before the scene starts.
You literally.
She's like, all right, guys, if I don't make it, peace out. I love you guys.
I text you the address.
That's the thumbnail on the video.
Literally, and then
I'm
like
about to get
the next clip is like a dude rubbing her back. You know what happens after that.
Oh shit, we got that.
Yeah, that's the stupidest shit ever.
What the fuck is this shit?
Mushroom cloud.
They trying to call
You do not need that much gas.
nuclear bomb.
The Al Qaeda mobile.
Damn.
That'll get you coast to coast for sure. That'll get
You
you out
gonna
of
ride-
America.
We gonna ride that motherfucker into a jihad. he just boom.
Of
For
course, it's a
maximum-
white person that did this shit and got away with it. If it was black, they'd have got pulled over and talk about you making a bomb. Like
You gotta be
with
like,
all
no,
this gas?
it's cooking oil in it. We own a restaurant. Like,
Everybody's going crazy. Everybody's going crazy over gas now, right? Like I seen people even
That
like
is
they
nuts.
pull up to gas stations filling up bags.
yeah, that's it. The same. In Long Beach, it's the same fucking.
You can't
prices.
put gas in a bag.
I
maybe
know,
like
that's what I
That's
said.
basic common sense. It
Yeah.
eats through the. You know.
Gas is the same price that it was at this time last year.
Yeah, so
Ain't nothing changed.
it's the new sensationalized shit. Make shit like spicy for the week.
It's the new toilet
Something to talk
paper.
about. Yeah, paper towel
The
and
new
Clorox.
toilet paper.
Yes, it is like paper towel.
Hey, I seen somebody try to
Clorox.
scoop gas in a foam
going
cup.
to the grocery store,
They
bro,
like,
during
got that gas.
the fucking COVID when everything was on lockdown. And I seen this dude I went to high school with, right? And he was walking with his brother and looking sad as fuck. I'm in there getting groceries and shit, but it's like no toilet papers on the shelves, no
Oh,
paper towels,
no.
like everything is empty. He like, man, you see any toilet paper anywhere, let me know.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
no,
And
you
that's
just
when I
gotta
knew
resort
it
to
was-
socks.
It was real.
Some guy you went to
It
high
was
school.
real.
What the fuck,
Yeah.
bro? What is that you? Hey, bro,
Yeah.
I got a shit. Like you ain't seen him
I
in
ain't
10
seen
years.
you since high school.
You ain't
bro.
seen him in 10 years.
Yeah.
Hey, bro,
Can I
if
come
you see,
over
I really
and
got a
take a
shit.
It was like
Can I come over and take a shit? That's
it was
funny.
like a post-apocalyptic war zone and shit.
Hey, that's what it. Everybody
like-
thought it was about to go.
It was like
like
the wastelands and people just walking the streets like looking for
I
fucking
was
tissue
covered
and
head to
paper
toe. I
towel.
came into the grocery store with goggles on, mask, everything like covered in just.
Word?
Ziplocs
Yeah,
on your feet.
I had everything.
Did you do the Ziplocs on
No,
your
I
feet?
didn't do the Ziploc.
I never-
I
I
seen
had
that.
the pants like all the way to the ankle. I had the whole suit.
My
the
uncle bought a
waterproof
beekeeper suit from Amazon and put the mask,
I-
face shield in.
Man,
Straight up a
Hey,
fake
did y'all
beekeeper
see
suit.
that the video of the lady in the? I think she was in Target or something with a fucking whole box, like a
Yeah,
whole
I seen
plastic
that
box
shit,
around her
yeah.
basket.
She had like it was like a kid like plaything or some shit.
I seen
like
the
that.
picture of where when you buy like a comforter or a blanket or some shit, and then that lady just took that plastic shit and threw it over her head.
That's
Seen
what
that picture?
That's what it was when I thought he was just talking
yeah.
about.
You
That's
bought
what
the
the
comforter just for the
crazy.
plastic.
Yeah, it's like the little opening, little seat, little seaport
and
window.
it's on fucking putting a plastic
And
bag
so
over
she
your
got it
head.
zipped. She
Have-
got it
have
like
you
zipped
seen
all the way to the
the
bottom.
people in
That's
the
the-
airport or in the airplane with the full body one.
Yeah,
I've seen pictures
seen
of it,
that.
but I've never seen it in person. I haven't
Yeah.
flown since the pandemic started.
Yeah, man.
Just have-
I just-
yeah.
All right.
What is another
got
Prius?
another-
Yeah,
Prius
Prius
right
looking
here.
like a floaty toy anyways.
Amphibious
Like,
Honestly,
Prius.
really.
hey, no, it's true what you said. Them things look like submarines.
They look
and
like
shit.
little mini subs.
Yeah, yeah.
Ruts KGB uses those.
I mean, I don't even see a road near there. How do they even?
Yeah.
They had to just be going straight. And
They just
going
fucking
straight up.
no, see,
freestyled
this
it.
is a road.
Yeah,
Is
they
this
had
a
to-
movie set? Like, what's going on?
Nah, somebody just fucked up.
Because
That's
somebody
all.
they probably got out the trunk.
Cause
They
there's
was
cops
so
out
scared.
there. They
Yeah.
don't
Oh yeah, I see the
it.
trunk.
It was
Oh,
probably
you know what?
crazy.
And somebody's got their hands up. So
Yeah, I
yep.
see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Maybe he jumped out.
That
before
motherfucker
the-
did that shit. I don't know.
There was tweakers arguing with each other in the car.
I just want to know how
Shit
the
just
fuck
went
he
left.
climbed right back up there. Like that is that.
Well, he
Probably
escaped
just
through
walked
the
up.
back of the hatchback.
Yeah, you know, they just went up to the little road.
Yeah. And they're like, get up here and get your hands up.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll be waiting for you.
That's a clean ass like little cascade, little pool though. That shit-
It is
Right?
cool.
He's got
Was that like an
a reflection
infinity?
going.
Like an infinity pool and shit?
Hey, what if it's the town's water supply?
That's probably
So
why
he
they're
just
so
poisoned the
mad.
town.
That's how the
water
crazy
supply?
started.
Ooh.
You remember the crazies?
Oh yeah, what was that? Cabin fever? Yeah. I remember.
nah,
Everybody
That's-
water bill about to go
Kevin.
up over there.
Yeah, that's like same damn shit.
That's all that mean. Everybody water bill about to go up.
Hell yeah. Off of this one
That
incident.
looked like the set of MC Hammer's Pumps in the Bump video. He was like, he's in a little waterfall in a zebra skin,
Yeah, that was his pool and shit.
thrusting and shit. Like, who told this nigga this was cool?
Who told him he can go out there in the speed
With the little
on?
duck like 8 lines
And
in the
parachute
front of it.
pants. Like
He didn't know. He needed the pants for that video. He was
my
wearing
God.
too little.
Yeah.
That motherfucker thrusting. Like Hammer is over. That's everybody.
It's
when they-
over, Hammer.
That's when they try to sell. They got to sell sex at that point. Everybody trying to like I was like, nigga, you Hammer, bro. We see you.
First you told everybody you can't touch this. Now you just want to show it.
Hammer had bills to pay though. Did you watch the biography on him? Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he go like, hello, bro?
He was just like, because he was, what it was, he just pretty much put his, like, all his shit and investing in his shows and payroll.
He was paying his people.
And that's, so he really didn't go broke, like, doing dumb shit, like most motherfuckers that are even richer than that, than he went broke. Boxers and he just went broke, literally payroll and making sure motherfuckers ate that weren't working.
Yeah,
like he actually, but it was like you can't employ a whole fucking city.
Yeah,
and then like it's just you got to keep your, especially
back
then.
Cut your overhead.
It's pretty respectable.
Especially back then. And I don't know, music shifted back then though. Like music back then, like you could put a song out and be fucking popping off a song and a feature for like 3-4 years in like early to mid 90s off of it. Now you gotta put like a song out every like 3 days.
Yeah, everybody
stay relevant because somebody else putting something out.
Everybody doing singles.
Those motherfuckers do mixtapes like every like 3 weeks down there now. Like that shit.
Studio all day, every day.
Well, everybody, this was great. This was real fun. I had a very good time, very, very good amount of laughs, and I hope we can do this again soon. So, right now, I want to go around the table, everybody, tell everybody where they can find you at, and then, you know, drop anything, plug anything you want to get out there. Yeah, I had this up soon, so anything you do, probably for this weekend, to be relevant. All right. So,
right on. I'm gonna be telling jokes with the always funny comedian Warren V. Man, funny dude, really about his business. I'm really excited to be connecting with him on the 4th. Then I have another comedy showcase coming up on the 22nd of August. So in between times, I'm gonna be posting and giving y'all more stuff. I'm gonna be looking for more shows to debut in. So don't worry, I'm gonna be coming up soon. But just keep checking me out on iPhones or your Androids, wherever. However, just go to Google, punch in Phoolish Dee. It's spelled with a PH and an underscore in the middle, baby. Yeah.
I'm gonna just be. I got my shows coming up. Actually, I'm on the same show, the Warren V show, the Jokes and Notes on the 4th. And this Saturday I got my show, LA's Flyers Comedy in Compton, and shit, I do that every Saturday now. It was like a 2-week thing. I just started doing it like weekly, just depending on how it works out now. So that's the next shit I got. This off of Wilmington. Niggas hit my Tony Gramz, TonyGrams on IG. That's it. And that's all.
Go check me out this weekend. Friday, I'll be at Baja's in Downey. Saturday, I'll be at McGay's in Commerce. And Sunday, I'll be in Phoenix at the Revelry with Jesus Sepulveda. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. Ryan_comedian on Instagram. Click the link if you want a ticket. I'm running an early bird special right now. Get it while you can.
That means if you buy a ticket now, he'll have a drink with you before and after the show.
I can promise one of those drinks, but not both. The one after the show, I don't drink before the show. There, I try to keep it professional, but after the show, we turn up. Yeah,
there you go. And Ernesto Ledezma here. You guys follow me at ErnestoLedezma.comedy on Instagram. Also, I have my own podcast, American Illegals. You can find that on iTunes. I don't know, Spotify, like 10 other platforms. Look it up on YouTube. We got videos up there too. I don't know, follow me on Instagram. That's where I post all the flyers. I got a bunch of shows coming up, you guys. I'll be all over the place. I'll be all over here in LA. I'm gonna be doing more stuff in Vegas and hopefully Phoenix soon, so follow me.
All right, that's what's up. Y'all know me. I'm Coolazzcam. Y'all can find me at Coolazzcam. That's COOLAZZCAM. Y'all can follow Innovative Culture at innovative.culture. Make sure you tapping in. Hit the link in either one of those bios, and it hit you with the link tree to all of our content, everything related, and all of our affiliates. Check us out, man. We got big things coming soon. Summer 2021. It's about to be real big. We're going to keep content coming to you. Plenty more to come your way. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
Innovative.